Okay. Activation form, merchant account. Okay. Okay, let's see. I guess we're live. So
Yeah,
just wait.
we're live. Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Labor Day.
How you doing? Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, Eris, how you doing, bud? Happy Friday. Unfortunately, we're working over the week. So. Hey, Jose, how are you doing? Little Rock's in the house. Kate is in the house. Tucson, Arizona. Oh, you got two. Oh, no, it's you again. So let's see. Steel, Redding, California, Tucson. Oh, you're from Redding, California? Wow. I know where that is. Fortunately, they had those fires there. That was just terrible. Oh, hi, Christina. Wendy, hello in Oregon. It's got a lot of good stuff to cover. A lot of changes that we're making to get more efficient. Signing up people. I think I showed you the charts yesterday, how the follow-up process goes. James Jones, welcome, Louisville. Kim, hello. Okay, Oscar, mi amigo, how are you doing? I need to call you today, later. Early evening, I'll call you. It's been a crazy week for me. Hey, Meredith. So we'll get started here in a few minutes, just ramping up. I don't see William Mathis, but if you guys go online and see the Trip COVID mask that he has on, it says Trip Delivers. It looks pretty cool. Whoever made it for him did a great job. Okay, well, let's get started here in just a minute. Let's see, we got a couple more minutes to go. Give people a chance to get on. Hope everybody is going to have a nice weekend, Labor Day. You know, maybe you don't have to work over the weekend, which is great, or at least on Monday you can celebrate. It's one of our great holidays in the U.S. Celebrating all of the people that built this country, the hard labor, blue collar worker who's really given a lot to this country. So it's all good stuff. Oh, Kim, you saw the mask. Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, I got to get one. Don't leave home without it, right? Goes along with your credit cards. Be working going up to restaurants. Things that we're working on. Moving parts in the business, so it makes it easier for everybody. We've identified a ton of stuff, and so we've got people working on it. Well, let me get started. Let's see, I'm trying to read some of this stuff. What mask you talking about, Bob? Oh, it's just what William Mathis had a COVID mask on, but it had Trip Delivers logo, and it really looked great. Really looked good. So,
it's on the gear store.
Oh, it's on. Oh, you got that on the
gear
you can order it on the gear store, by the way, if you don't know that. You know, there's little coffee mugs on there you can get with the logo on it and all that kind of stuff. And there's, you know, T-shirts and stuff like that. They're a little better quality, so they do cost a little bit more. Or you can get a cup like this, you know, the coffee with Bob cup thing. You know, it's kind of cool. And well, let me get started. I want to go through a number of things, and it's to you guys to pass this out. And you know, we post it up, but we got to start getting the field engaged as we start ramping up the business here. So on the driver merchant accounts, this is the drivers that get you know, when you sign up, you'll get your own merchant account. That is being integrated as we speak, actually. And then when we're ready to launch that, you're already in the system. So anybody that's signed up and approved now will automatically, you don't have to go back and do a bunch of stuff. But we have to have a social security number for that only, not an EIN number and not an international number. It's got to be a social security number when you sign up. And the reason for that is because it's connected to you personally. So the money goes from the consumer to you as a driver into your account. Same way with the restaurants. So just be noted on that. A couple issues that came up the other day, the Google and Facebook issue.
It's not there yet. It's the next push.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of that's being removed off the app. So when you sign up, you don't have to mess around with it. That, when she says on the next push, is probably tonight. We push data a couple times a day. So that data then, like the stuff they worked on last night and this morning gets set up on the servers to be pushed over later when the traffic is down. So that'll be done tonight. The missing pages off the English training that's in the back office, the PowerPoint, those pages have been added back. So that's kind of important to understand. And then also, just for everybody to understand, when you sign up electronically and you go through the merchant process, sign up, and then you go to the merchant panel, all that stuff, it is cumbersome. Those are the things we're working on. But right now, you can find in the office, back office under marketing tools, this document. And this document is basically a paper document that allows you to sign up a restaurant. You can go in and start filling out all the information. And then it's to you to make sure that this gets to the office. If you can't do it, then you're going to have to take a photo of it, email it to the office, and then we'll input it for you, or you're going to have to input it yourself. But one of the things you have to do is when you sign up somebody, you got to share your app with them so they're connected with you right away electronically. This paper will not connect you. So you need to think about using this. This should be a last resort. You should learn how to do everything electronically because it'll work just as easy once you have it on your phone, etc. It's really important. You don't want to lose out on commissions and the 40 cents if you've signed up a restaurant that's doing well. I think tomorrow morning we're going to do a 9 o'clock call West Coast time, noon your time in the East Coast, and it's going to have Walter on, who signed up restaurants already, signed up a couple. It's going to have Denny, who signed up a couple. We probably signed up another half a dozen yesterday. So we got to get the process along. I did talk to a number of leaders, and people are just kind of waiting, but ready to start. So the best thing to do is move and get started. I'm going to show you one of the changes we're making in the process flow of sign up for the restaurants so they understand what they're getting. This document was just put together today. It'll go in the restaurant sign up process, which is not very good right now. These are some of the flow issues we're dealing with. But this document will explain everything. And here it is. So it's got on one side the $149 activation fee. It tells exactly how this works. They get charged $149.99, only $1 till now. And then when we go active in their market, they'll get charged $148.99. So it's clear here. They check the box if they just want this one. The optional, this is required if they're going to be in the system. This is a optional program, which is the membership. It's got a check button down here. So if you want just the membership, you can do that. Or if you just want the activation fee, you can do that. Or if you want both, you click on both. But it spells out what the membership's about. It's pretty simple, but it needs that kind of simplicity so people really understand. So in the process flow, you'll see this document, and when you're signing up, and then you just click whatever portion you want, if you want both or one. Typically, probably early on, my guess, you're probably going to get 40-50% of the people to do the membership, because if they have any volume at all, they'll make that $99 up in the first 4 or 5 weeks easily on pickups. So they're gonna want that. That's real value, that cheap for the service and the price they're paying, particularly when you think about they're paying. I mean, I get emails every day from drivers saying, "Oh, I just did a delivery for whoever they're doing it for, and it looks like the restaurant got another 30% or 40%, whatever it is. So those are the things that we need to clean up in the flow. There are changes in the sign up. Like now, when you go in, you can see in the sign up process the cities and the markets, and they're in alpha order, so you don't have to search all over the whole drop down box. They're in alpha order, so that was done. There's a checkbox for terms and conditions now when you sign up. There's more clarity, so that's the first bit of stuff we were able to get done the last 48 hours in the sign up process. This is the next one. Hopefully this gets done over the weekend. Holiday is kind of messing us up to get some. Where we're cranking right along on all the stuff that we want to get done, so it makes it easier for you guys to actually sign up restaurants and move the process along. So, but it's up to you at the speed of the market. I had a email today, long email with a whole bunch of questions, and one of them was asking about, well, how fast does the market open? Again, it's up to you guys how fast you sign up people. I mean, there's a lot of people that said, oh, I'm going to go sign up 100 restaurants, and haven't done anything. And then, but that's your speed of what you want to do. This stuff makes it easier for you to do, but you can still sign up people right now. It's not a problem. But you've got to, take charge of your business. It's up to you. One of the things we're doing, we're updating today all the FAQs. It's in the back office and it's on the website. There's not as much information on there as we'd like for the delivery part of the business. So we're reformatting that today as we speak. That'll probably get up later today. Yeah, so that'll get up to date later today, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock West Coast time, and that'll be all relevant new FAQs. We build the FAQs around the questions that you're asking us, so we know if we see the same question pop up, we need clarity, you need answers. And those are the things that we're doing. There'll probably be at least, 75 to 100?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be 75 to 100 FAQs on there. So a lot of the questions that you ask can be seen in there, and you can just go there. If you don't want to wait for a call to ask me, then you can go there.
No, I say you can't ask those questions anymore because they will be posted for you.
Okay, so Sir William, one quick thing. And I know everybody's disappointed. We don't control the telephone company. That's why we're buying a short code. But that process, I've said this almost on every call, it's 5 to 6 weeks to get it. There's nothing I can do about Puerto Rico getting inbound. They block us, So, and the same thing in Canada. Coyotte's got this very similar problem. We're trying to do workarounds, but unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. It's T-Mobile and all the other carriers. Because we got blackballed from some guy that said that signed up in our system. And so, text messaging is more regulated than any other part of the business. It's amazing. So we got blackballed because this guy said we didn't have his authorization. We clearly had his authorization because he signed up with us, had to check the box that it's okay. So we're not worried about the legal ramifications, but what it did, it shut us down with the carriers. And it's caused us major problems. And that's not going to get totally fixed until we get to the point that we have, our own short code. So you just have to bear with us on that. Okay?
Is the ITIN okay for the merchant account?
No, the ITIN is not available for the merchant account because you have to understand the technicalities. And this is the difference we are than most people. When we issue your driver merchant account, that connects you directly with the consumer. So the money flows directly to you. It doesn't come to us, right? So we don't even, on that side of the business, on the driver merchant account side of the business, we don't file a 1099 on anybody. The merchant does that. So they need a SS number to be, totally compliant and legal. So on the other side of the business, on the commission side of the business, we send out the 1099. So the referral part of the business, we send out 1099 on that.
If a restaurant signs up now with the $99.99 subscription, is that fee forever?
No, here's what the $99.99 is. The 99 is an introductory price. It's good for 1 year. But here's the thing: we don't know if we're going to keep it at $99 or raise it down the road. So on this document, clearly states these special items are good through December 31, 2020. If you look at the value of this 99, the amount of money a restaurant saves, I mean, it's enormous. If they have a real active business, they're saving, $3,000-4,000 a month on at least, if not more. So it's $30,000 to $40,000 a year, which means a lot to a restaurant. The cost of goods for a restaurant is about 30 to 35%. So they'll say that immediately. That'll go in their pocket. So this is a one-time offer. We may raise the price, we may not. Same thing on the $149 activation fee. So that's why we just made it clear. It's special offer through December 31, but the activation fee is one time only ever. It's not 2 years later, there's a new activation fee or anything. The restaurant membership is an annual membership fee.
Sir William, if he gets a Florida number, does that work?
Which?
If he gets a Florida number, he's in Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, if you get a U.S. number, it'll work because it's not going outbound outside the United States. It's just inbound the United States.
Liliana, yes, my referral option is no longer on my consumer app. So once you are approved as a driver, you only refer from your driver app.
Is that clear?
Does that make sense, Liliana?
So you could sign up for the consumer app, okay? And then you said, oh, I want to be a driver. So what happens is all that consumer app, all your people that you've recruited or sent the app to or downloaded, automatically gets moved over to the driver app. And then your driver app becomes basically both sides. It's got the consumer features and the driver features on it.
So as soon as you're approved and pay your dollar,
yeah,
you only refer from your driver app.
Right. Now we're doing some things to speed up the process again on getting drivers onboarded quickly. We're introducing an automated feature in this week coming. So for example, if we did, say 500 people today that signed up as drivers, right? Because we're going to get to that point. And today we have to manually go through everything, every single driver. The new features we're adding were all automated. So we did 500. So approved immediately, and they get approved within minutes. Okay. And then we have 100 hangovers that are for some reason been rejected. And those are the ones we're going to deal with. Right now, we have to deal with all 500. So you can see the manpower task, right? So when we get automated next week, we only deal with the exceptions. And that's a big, big lift. And then there's some other features we're bringing on board that in the same process that will allow us some other things very quickly also. But that's not the top priority. Top priority is getting throughput so we can scale the business. Same thing. This is all about throughput, scaling the business to make it easy for people to understand.
Meredith. Hi, Meredith. I was approved as a driver several days ago, and I was not charged $1.
Well, good. Then send it to me.
You got to go back in your app, and you have to put in, I posted a video on the Facebook group yesterday and a week ago. I posted it again yesterday that shows you have to go into your driver app. Once you're approved, you put in your credit card number first. Then you go and pick a plan. You pick either pro driver or side hustle driver. Then you are charged $1 at that time. So you won't be charged until you do it.
So basically what happened is you signed up, you got approved, but the next step is to go pick your plan and then sign up, put your credit card in. You get charged $1 for that. That $1 activates everything in your back office. If you're a legacy, it'll show up your legacy. If you got your stock options, it'll show up. That's the trigger point. You have to go through the next step of the sign up, which is to pay for your plan. Okay. And that triggers everything.
She said, I did all that. Well, you got to do it again. Well, and you got to make sure you get charged $1.
Well, I would have.
No, there's some people were saying they had to do it a second time.
Oh, really?
I don't think it's because of the way that it's set up. You feel like you're doing it a second time, but you're really not doing it a second time.
Okay.
We're going to be fixing all that.
Okay.
So it's more. But for now, you have to do it and make sure you get charged $1 or you're not activated as a pro driver.
So go back and do that. And then if you have additional problems, you don't do it, then just get a hold of Amy.
Amy at Trip Delivers.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, Denny's here. Hi, Denny. I'm going to send you the thing for tomorrow for Coffee with Bob. And don't forget, tonight is the Spanish training, going over the stuff Shanna went over yesterday in Spanish, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so
question, I have an ITIN number and the ProDriver app keeps rejecting because of that?
Yes, that's correct. So you have to put in a social because it doesn't accept the EIN number or the ITIN.
Because we're not able to give you the payment processing without a social security number.
Right. We have to have a social security number, and that's something that's new. Used to be able, you could use international number, or you could use, the whole anti-money laundering, all of that kind of stuff comes to play. And when you're doing this kind of business, you get under scrutiny a lot. So those are compliance things that we have to deal with.
Pam says, the restaurant presentation surprised me. It was said that payments for the orders are daily, but last night it said 72 hours. Feel like I'm promoting false information since some things keep changing.
Okay, so when you say the payment is...
The payment for the restaurants, they did say yesterday it takes 72 hours.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong. And I'm going to tell you why it's wrong, because I negotiated the deal. I know what the deal is. They get paid within the first 24 hours and more than likely within 12 hours because they batch pay. So I'll get that corrected. I don't, who mentioned it? Shanna? Yeah, they don't, I'm sorry, but they're wrong. Okay.
We'll get it updated, Pam.
Yeah.
And Oscar, you're on here. Make sure you say that tonight in the Spanish.
Yeah.
James Jones, do we have a video that shows a restaurant signing all the way through the process? We do not, but we are going to have one next week.
The reason we don't have one, we're making all the changes. So to do a video now means we have to make the changes again next week. We want to get the flow 100%, then we'll video it. It'd be so streamlined and simple for everybody.
Oh, Denny, great. He paid a guy a little money and he's creating a video for him.
Okay.
Awesome, Denny. I hope you share it with us.
Yeah, Denny's running neck and neck with Walter right now. They're in a race. It's Georgia against Florida. Right now, the game's tied up.
No, it's not Florida. It's San Jose, California.
Oh, San Jose.
Yeah,
that's right.
I thought it was Florida too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's San Jose. So 1-1, California and Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you guys keep asking is what market's going to open first and who's going to get there the fastest. So right now, there was 2 more, but I think they were in Nashville.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then Nashville's
probably Rodney Bush is on it.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is it's going to start turning on everywhere. I just got off the phone with Tomas. He's working on some pretty big stuff. If he hits this one, he'll put a ton of people in restaurants on board very quickly. You got to just get out of your comfort zone if you're not a salesperson and sell this. But there's really nothing to sell other than that they're going to save a lot of money. It's pretty simple stuff.
I know you're going to get irritated because this gets asked a lot.
Okay,
but
ask me. What market are we going to open?
I'm preparing him. No, this was something last night. If you guys were on the call last night, there was a question too. And I said, I think that you need more explanation.
Yeah.
Louisa, thank you for asking. Who pays the $2 or $1 pickup fee, the restaurant or the consumer?
Yeah. So the $1 and $2 is paid by the restaurant to us. That's their fee. We charge them $1 to $2. It's that simple. If you're a non-member, it's $3 and $2. So when we go to pick up, the driver goes in to pick up, it's automatically deducted from them to us. We don't get in between the money or anything. And then the driver, we have a fee that the driver gets paid, 100% of the fare. And that's how the driver gets paid. We don't make a lot of money on this. This is the whole disruptive business model. I mean, think about it. The other competitors are, if there's an order for, say, $40 for food delivery, let's say it's an Italian restaurant, he goes in and picks up a bunch of stuff. It's $40. First of all, they've already laid up a $10 bill or more on that, not counting the delivery fee. There's nothing, everything is hidden. There's nothing out in the open. Ours are all transparent receipts, right? So you've paid $10 to $15 more for a meal that you normally wouldn't be paying for, right? Our price is $2 if you're a member to pick that up and deliver it. There's no other additional charge to a restaurant. So the restaurant on one order saved 10 to 15 bucks. Let's say it was 15, so it's less 2, so they save $13 on one order. If they're doing 20 orders a day, which is a lot of restaurants will do, even more. Some of the smaller ones will do 10, 8, deliveries a day. So you can see the magnitude of the amount of money that a restaurant's going to save. That goes into their pocket. I mean, they're paying absorbent fees.
This right here. See here where it says the $99.99, $2 per delivery paid to trip, $1 per consumer order picked up paid to trip. Non-member, $2 per delivery paid to trip. I can't read backwards. $2 per consumer order pickup paid to trip.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's a lot of you are asking that. That is explained right there. It's in the PowerPoints. It's, I know it's confusing, but you got to get that so you can explain.
So the way we look at the business, totally different than these other guys, because their business model, they've been losing a lot of money over the last 10 years since this whole rideshare business, and even in the restaurant business. We don't look at the business the same way they do. We look at the business, let's say we had 100,000 drivers, right? And 100,000 drivers across the United States are picking up, let's say in any given day, we're averaging 10 pickups per driver. It's 1 million transportations, right? 100,000 times 10 is 1 million, right? So now that if you average low and not bloated, so we make a profit. That way we can give a greater value to the consumer, a greater value to the driver, and a greater value to the restaurant. That's what this is all about. So yeah, it's a different business model, but the model works. I've been doing disruptive business models for most of my retail, e-commerce career, and this is no different. So if one of these companies wanted to change to our model, it'd be very difficult because they have to change their whole infrastructure. Our infrastructure is built to go the distance at a very high volume rate. We just have to have volume to make money. If we're doing, 100,000 cars, and they're picking up 2 orders a day, then that's a hugely different number. But we're in the right space at the right time. We just got to go prove the model up. You guys got to go out and light it up, and we, turn on restaurants. We've lowered the pressure point internally on how many restaurants we have to open. And like I said yesterday, we're going to go with a minimum amount, whatever that might be. We don't know. We have to look at each market separately as we're lighting them up. But my guess is right now, an average market like in Atlanta, if we had 500 restaurants signed up and, 800 drivers or so, we would open the market, and we'll see that before it even gets to 500. I'll see it on daily reports. We'll see the hockey stick, hockey sticks is like this, right? So that's the revenue growth or the sign up growth. So those are the things that we look at every day. Last night, Shanna stated that the $2 and $1 pickup fee was also paid if a in-staff
driver delivers.
What's an in-staff driver?
I guess like someone that the restaurant has their own delivery driver.
If they're on our system, we're charging them.
So regardless, ours or not.
Yeah, right. So if they have their own in-house person, they're getting charged because they're riding on our system. The order came through us to them. So yeah, that's how we get paid.
Aris wants to know, can the referral link be translated in Spanish?
Aris, I don't know that right now.
You can translate it yourself, Aris.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I'll find out. But that's not a priority today. You guys, you guys can what if all you want. I'm just really focused on trying to get us the best product for now, and all that stuff will come. But we got to get this little stuff like this right, so the flow is easy for people to sign up. You go into a restaurant, you get out your laptop, you can do it on your phone. You sign somebody up, you're in and out. In 5 minutes, you should be able to sign somebody up.
Okay. It was also stated last night that restaurants aren't getting tablets until their market is open because they might lose it. Probably don't want to put that on the Spanish tonight either. But it doesn't matter. Why would they get their tablet now if their market's not open?
Right.
And they might not even get a tablet because they're going to integrate into our POS. Right. These are things that you're worried about that mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you're overthinking this. You go sign them up, and when we're ready to open the market, they get charged $1. I'm not going to send somebody a tablet that costs us $60, $70. to go sit on it for what? And then you don't even know if you got a transaction. That's not smart business. When we're ready to open the market, then we'll notify them. We have a whole process, a team called White Glove Team. Once you sign that person up, you're out of the picture if you want to be, because we're taking over on the customer service side. The White Glove Team talks to them. They'll be greeting them. They'll be saying, thank you very much for jumping on board with us. Here's what you can expect. We will know what POS system you use. So we'll be able to integrate into that. If they don't have a POS system that we integrate into, we'll send them a tablet. It's no more complicated than that.
Liliana, I have a driver upload her documents as giving her documents have not been uploaded. If you want to email me, Liliana, her email address and her referral code and her city, then I can look into it for you. It's Amy, A-M-Y, @tripdelivers.com.
Jose made a good comment. Hey, Bob, well, you should let Amy get on the video. I know she's way better at this than I am, but she likes to stay on the sidelines. Amy's been helping me on the side since we started this project.
Since when this was just a vision in Bob's mind.
So that was 2 years or
That's
longer
why
ago.
when you guys say we've been doing this for 2 years, I in my mind think, oh yeah, I've been doing this longer than any of you.
But she's really gotten involved actively over the last month or so. And it's been a help because my job function's changing. I can't do all these things that I like to do because I enjoy this, but I'm on the finance capital side. I'm the spokesperson for the company. One of the things we want to do is take the company public. So that's a whole process. We just completed an audit on the company because those are the things you have to do if you want to get into the public markets. But we're moving along. We're moving along fast. And as you start to grow the business faster and faster, it'll explode. It's just like a lot of you guys have been in network marketing, and you know the viral effect of network marketing. You got to recreate that now at this level.
Jay Major, I'm glad you're on here again. If you can send me an email, amy@tripdelivers.com, I will send you this one time a video that walks you through how to get the app, upload your driver documents, and all that kind of stuff. It is here on YouTube, and you can find it yourself, but I know you're just getting re-engaged again, so I will give you a little hand-holding, but you have to do me something. You have to send me an email so that I can email you back, okay? amy@tripdelivers.com.
Okay, so we got, sorry if you covered this, boss, but we can get a copy of the flyer.
Yeah, that's on my
Which
list.
flyer?
That flyer that Walter made, remember?
Yeah. Well,
I got it. I'm going to.
Yeah, that's important. We're going to show that actually tomorrow morning.
And we'll post it on the It's basically just a skeleton flyer we're going to make. And we're going to say, here's an empty box. Put your QR code here. Here's this. Put this here. Here's your referral code. So all you will have to do is copy and paste your information and print them out and go hand them out.
Yeah, I mean, Walter's got this wired down. It's pretty amazing. But he uses a QR code, was really smart. And if you don't know how to make a QR code, just go on and Google QR code on Google, and it'll tell you in 2 seconds.
Meredith wants to know if I'm in my pajamas.
No, she's not.
Sometimes I am, but not today.
Well, this COVID thing has changed everybody's work routine because you're working out of the house now. We have 40,000 square feet of office space, literally 3 miles from here, and we can't even move in. So everybody's working remotely.
That's it.
Okay. Anything? I'll give everybody one last shot at me.
Don't forget tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, Coffee with Bob. We'll have William and Denny both on there. Lots of you are asking for examples of what they did. So they're going to give you how they did it pitch. They're going to tell you exactly what they did. And
you're going to find out it's pretty not a big deal. And actually the restaurants are signing up are really nice sized restaurants. Yeah. And they're, we're just happy. I mean, like a lot of them have 2,000 and 3,000 and 5,000 customers. So those are customers of yours. If you light that restaurant up, then you really want to work with the restaurateur to have access to help him bring those customers, because you'll download the app and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's
also Spanish. Don't forget about the Spanish training tonight.
Yeah.
5 p.m. 2 more questions. Okay. How do you deal with cash transactions?
There shouldn't be any cash transactions. Everything should be through the app, which is
you
credit
send the
card
cash
based.
to me. I take care of it.
This is the thing. What happens in the other part of the world that you don't see about, but you guys, presumably some of you have been drivers for some of the other rideshare companies. So to get around, putting more money in your pocket, you have to kind of sneak around. You build a clientele base. Hey, I can pick you up and do this off the clock, whatever, and you just pay me cash. And that's cool. I mean, if that's what you want to do. Our system, because you get 100% of the ride fare, you don't get dinged, so you don't have to, go that direction. And you can build a proper base. People can, like you. They can ask for you on the app. So those are the things that we try to do by putting more money in the pocket. You don't have to skirt around issues.
Lloyd wants to know, and Lloyd, this just tells me you're not on social media. Have we posted the comparison chart? Here it is on the Instagram. I posted it 3 days ago. It's on the page. It's on the group. It's everywhere.
If you guys want to be successful, we give you the tools, but you have to take action. You just do. There's no way Amy or myself or our staff can manage as this thing starts to grow. If you want to make money, you have to make an effort. It's real simple. So all of these things, these are tools. We post this up, and Amy posts up same stuff 2 or 3 times a week so it doesn't get lost in the shuffle on our Facebook, on our Instagram, so all the social media, Twitter, and all that stuff. So you just got to take charge of your business, and you'll get results. Believe me, we have a terrific product. So it's not about you won't get results.
Meredith, do you advise we tell the restaurant to sign up as a personal account and get all their customers to sign up with them? No, they can sign up under their merchant account.
Yeah,
they share it with them under their merchant account.
Because they're going to send we have a whole team that when they sign up, then they'll send it. Our white glove team will reach out to them. Our menu team will reach out to them, and then we'll load up their menus. They can manage their menus on our platform and all that stuff. That's all for the restaurateur. Oh, I love it.
There's Lloyd. I just saw your picture. You are on social media. So there you go. You got to follow us. I just reposted your picture. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah. Looking good. I need one of those.
I know. We got to order some.
Yeah. So all the tools are to help you to be successful. And look, we're like anybody else. There's a lot of stuff we don't know, but the stuff we do know and the stuff we're finding out, we're jumping on stuff as hard as we can because we want to get this COVID has really, hurt a lot of people, for, payroll and living expenses and family and education, all that stuff. So that's our job, is to get you the tools so you can, earn for the taking. And let me tell you sign up a restaurant and they start going and blowing in the market, and you're getting, 40 cents, 10, 15, 20 times a day out of one of them. And then the multiplier game takes over. If you have 5 or 10 or 20 or 50, the numbers become pretty staggering pretty quickly. But that's all built into our whole business model. We know exactly what's going to happen if you have these number of restaurants with these number of things going on. So we want you to be successful, because if you're successful, the company's successful, right?
Oh, say hi to Ruby. Hi, Ruby.
Oh, Ruby. Aloha.
Ruby, I will check on it right now. I have your emails and I have your referral, so I'll check on it.
Hey, Ruby, you're in Honolulu?
Yes, Ruby. I want to come visit you.
Ruby, I'm going to tell you something. You probably don't know this, but I'm a sailor, and I've raced the LA to Honolulu race, the Trans-Pacific Yacht Race, and I had a boat called Chance. I've done that race, 4 or 5 times. But in 1991, I won the race, finished first in class, first to finish, and first overall. So I know Hawaii well from doing that race. It's 2,250 miles from LA to Honolulu.
And I've never been to Hawaii, and I really want to go, Ruby. So.
Yeah, I got to take her this year. I'm going to take her for race week. 2021 is Transpac. They do it every 2 years. So I'll be there probably before then, but in July is when it's scheduled to go. So like I say, aloha. Big Island, yes. Oh, you're on the Big Island, Kona. I used to have a condo on the Big Island of Kona.
Oh, Louisa, when filling out the Google Forms doc, how important is it that the decision maker's mobile number be used? Can the restaurant business line be used too?
That's a problem because it's mobile based. So if it's not a mobile number, but one of the things we found out is for the first step that there's not going to be any OTP on that because there's nothing that they have to secure. There's no banking information, none of that stuff. So it makes it easier if somebody wants to just go in and see their stuff. But unless you're mobile, it's going to cause a problem. So when you go and sell the restaurant, you have to make sure that, ask the question, who's in charge or who would have that capacity to get into, the information that's needed.
And I got one last one.
Yeah, we got to get off. I got to go to
And
work.
you're going to die.
Okay.
Jesus, when are you going to open up all the states and all the cities? Oh, and Kim answered him. Jesus, oh, you don't even have to answer, honey. I'll just read. Jesus, we are open in all the states. It's now up to us to sign up restaurants and drivers. Thank you, Kim.
Okay, guys, so we're going to wrap it up. I hope everybody has a great Labor Day weekend. Celebrate this weekend with your families. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. West Coast time. We're going to go through very similar stuff.
And we'll have Walter and Denny.
And Walter and Denny
guests.
will be our guests. And they're going to give you a little insight on what it took to open up two or three restaurants that they've opened up. And with that, I'm going to sign off. You guys, hope this is informative. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
I think it's funny.